Hey, my lovelies, welcome. My name's Mandy, and welcome to my channel. We've got a little change of position today from my first video. I'm actually in what is officially the craft room, but is the dining room really, but is now my craft room. This has been my room of choice this week, as I have been oh god, dare I say it, I've been making Christmas cards. Yeah, I was just like, we're October, it's gonna be here before we know it. Where has this year gone to? We are mid-October already. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Some days I just want the world just to stop while I get off. I just take a chill and then I can join the ride again. But it's just been crazy this last 12 months with everything that's going on in the world. How people have changed so much sort of since COVID. It's a lot to kind of get your head around. And sometimes I do feel a little bit overwhelmed with it all, to be honest. Being a 70s girl myself, I mean, obviously we've grown up in times where, it's been hardships. We've had power cuts, because of the strikes in the 70s and the 80s. And it was hard. I mean, I don't remember it like minute by minute kind of thing, but I can imagine it was pretty hard. I mean, back where I used to live as well, we used to get quite harsh winters. So yeah, when your gas and electric went off, it could be tough, but we managed. We went and got an extra blanket. You went and put an extra jumper on. You went and put an extra pair of socks on. It's not the be all and end all. And I'm certainly not saying, that's what our pensioners should be doing, who, bless them, are going to be losing their fuel allowance, which is, in my opinion, I think that is a bit of a trick to pull. But yeah, the world outside is just crazy. And as I say, I think we all get a little bit overwhelmed at times. To be honest, I don't watch the news. I might kind of catch up on headlines that I see that come up on the internet and things. But I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV, so I can't watch TV. But it just stops you from watching the news and being, fed some of the stuff that you don't want to hear, or maybe sometimes that you don't agree with what's being said and people pushing their narrative, but that's a whole nother story. So I thought, we're here, we're in the middle of October. How we've got to the middle of October is anybody's guess. I really couldn't tell you, but we're here. And I just thought, you know what, it's not going to be long now until my customers are going to be saying, look, have you got any Christmas designs put together? So I thought I'd better kind of crack on, really. So this has been my little place, my little chosen room this week while I crack on with some Christmas designs. I've got a couple of orders to do, so I thought I'd come in here this morning and just kind of crack on with that, if you will. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you're kind of coping with what's going on in the world, because I do want this to be a safe place for people. I do want people to know that they can come here and they can chat about the concerns, we can put the world to rights. I don't want anyone to think that they're struggling, especially people like me who live on their own. Sorry if you can hear a humming in the background. I think it's my neighbour doing some. I think she's sanding the floors. I don't know, but if you can hear some buzzing, I'm really, really sorry. It's nothing that's going on in this house. So yeah, please let me know in the comments. I really don't want anybody out there thinking that they're on their own and that they have to struggle. There are people out there, and I'm here. I'll listen. Just drop me a message in the comments. Email me if you don't feel comfortable putting things in the comments. Because you do get people who like to jump on and be nasty and like to make themselves feel a lot better by putting others down. But we don't really do those kind of people, do we? So yeah, please don't think, if you are struggling, if you are a little bit overwhelmed with what's going on in the world at the moment, just please don't feel you're the only one. Some people are a little bit more empathetic in the world, and things resonate with us a lot more than it does with other people. And if you try talking about things with friends or even work colleagues, it just kind of gets dismissed, doesn't it? Or it's just like, oh, grow a pair, or oh, it's never going to affect you, or you're overthinking it, or whatever. People shouldn't be making you feel like that. You feel what you feel. And nobody should be taking that away from you. You can't you shouldn't have to justify your thoughts and your feelings to another person. They should be adult enough to accept that everybody's different and everybody deals with things differently. And sorry, you can probably hear the dog trotting about. Just 1 second, I'll just go let him out. Hi guys, sorry about that. I've just let him out. Sorry for hearing the clip-clopping of his claws on the floor. I live in a Victorian property, so the dining room's just bare floorboards that I've waxed up. So yeah, so you can kind of hear him trotting about. Oh, he's back. I don't know. So yeah, so please don't feel intimidated by anybody who wants to make your thoughts and feelings less than theirs. Everybody deals with things differently, as I say. And, if they want to go through life thinking, they're a hero and nothing affects them, and, they're amazing and they're really strong, then good for them. But more often than not, it's people putting on a front. And because people don't like to sit with their own feelings and thoughts, do they? Because they're scared of what will come up. So yeah, so for one, if anyone tries to downplay your feelings and your thoughts, then point that out to them, because they really shouldn't be doing that. And secondly, find somewhere like here that is a safe space where people will listen and people will try and help. And that is what this channel really is kind of about. I don't want people, especially people living on their own, and you may not necessarily live alone. Maybe you're in a position where your partner works away during the week and you only see them so many days a week. Your partner might work long hours. You might be a single parent where, talking about these fears and thoughts, you can't have that chat with a toddler or a baby or a child. They just wouldn't get it. And I want this to be a safe place for people to come, so you know they can talk about things no matter what it is, even you know even the dreaded thought that you know we could be embroiled in World War III somewhere along the line. That is a scary thought, and I don't think it's going to be war as we know it or war as we have been taught about. Obviously times have moved on, weapons have moved on, leaders of countries have moved on. Unfortunately, the personalities of these leaders doesn't move on, but we don't seem to learn from history either, which is quite frustrating. So yeah, please don't feel that you have to suffer in silence, and certainly please do not feel downplayed by anybody. Set your boundaries, stick to your boundaries, and yeah, don't let these people make you question yourself or make you feel that you're not normal because you're feeling something harder than somebody else, if that makes sense. So yeah, not sure if any of you caught my very first video, which I did a couple of days ago, basically just welcoming you to the channel and letting you know kind of what will be going on, what we can expect. Hopefully we can have a giggle along the way. I'm not hoping that they're all going to be as a bit kind of downbeat like this, but you know, people's feelings matter, and that's that runs quite deep with me, and that's why I felt compelled that I wanted to sit here and do unfiltered videos. So what you see is what you get, and we're just going to chat about all sorts of things. State my hair, sorry, I do apologise. It's at that length now where it kind of sits on my clothing and it just does its own thing. I can straighten it every single morning, but sort of a couple of hours later it's all over the place. So yeah, and a hoodie and cardigan today because that wind is just a tad bitter up here, up in north, you know, where it's supposed to be grim. Best place in the world up north. I hope I don't upset anybody there. I'm obviously a bit biased being a northern girl. Yeah, so I've just lost track of what I was talking about now. But yeah, hopefully along the way, you know, we're going to have some giggles as well. If there's anything that you'd like me to cover, anything that you'd want to chat about, anything you'd want to hear me talk about or help you with, drop it in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully along this journey, that hopefully you're going to stick with me, you're going to go on this journey with me. We'll do it together, we'll get there together, and we'll help each other through this, no matter how long it's going to take. We will make our way through this. But yeah, hopefully, you know, we might do some little shopping trips. I don't do a lot of shopping trips. I tend to do majority online, to be honest. But just now and again, I will nip out. I'm hopefully going to have a trip to IKEA. Everybody seems to love a trip to IKEA, don't they? So yeah, so I will hopefully take you along with me on that. I'm not quite sure when that's going to be. And yeah, I might even take you along for a walk with the dog, seeing as I live by the seaside. It will be nice and calm. I may even just do some videos that are quite sort of calming, you know, just some filming of nature, or even just off the beach. Maybe I'll just kind of leave a nice calm section towards the end of some videos that, you know, I know not all of you live at the seaside, but everybody loves the seaside, don't they? So yeah, so let me know how you are. Let me know who you are. Let me know whereabouts in the country or the world you are. I'm based in the northwest of England. I'm in a little town not far away from Blackpool, which is very famous for its tower and its and the pleasure beach, the big fun fair. So let me know in the comments if you've ever been to Blackpool, what memories you've got of Blackpool. I've lived over here since I was 11. I originally started in East Lancashire. I'm from a little place not far from Burnley. I know the accent doesn't really reflect that anymore. But when we moved at 11, I moved over to St Anne's first of all. Obviously, not just me on my own. I was 11. My parents weren't that irresponsible. So yes, I moved over with parents when I was about 11. So I've been here a lot longer of my life than I haven't been here. So I think you kind of you just get used to living where you live, don't you? It's so you probably don't, you know, when I tell people where I live, it's like, oh my God, you must love living by the seaside, and it's so lovely and quiet there and blah, and it's just like, yeah. And then people will say, oh, that smell of the seaside, it's just, you know, so medicinal. And I just think you get so used to it, don't you? I just don't think you smell it anymore. And the medicinal benefits are definitely, I don't get those anymore. But surprisingly you do, when you kind of go out of town and you go somewhere else and you go for a little walk, you always feel more tired than if you've like just been down the road for a quick walk with the dog, or you know, a quick walk somewhere else. I don't know, it must just be different air or something. I don't know. If anyone can explain that to me, please let me know. I'm hoping these comments below are going to be really busy with everything that I'm asking you to put in them. So, yeah. So, I hope that's been kind of a little introduction to myself, and a little bit more in depth of a chat of what we're going to be doing, and just an introduction to let you know that I hope this will become a very safe space for people. Even if it's just to listen into what I'm saying, just to make you think you're a little bit more normal than me. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, seriously. But I just want to bring a little bit of my light and shine it into people's lives, if that's at all possible. And whether that's you just thinking I'm hilarious doing these videos, or you feel sorry for me doing these videos, or whatever your thoughts are. At the end of the day, I'm hoping this YouTube channel will help me just as much as it helps you. And as they say, it's good to talk. So I haven't got a clue what time it is. We're around 11:10ish. Oh, yeah, we're around 11:10. So sorry, I'm just looking over there at the at my computer. So I think I will crack on and get my order done for my customer, so I can get that in the post tomorrow, and yeah, crack on with some more Christmas designs. If any of you that are watching this, if any of you are interested in crafting or card making, or personalised prints, sort of anything like that, and you'd like to see some videos about how I do things, if you want to chat about, I mean, really, I can't give any advice on starting your own YouTube channel. This is effectively my second video, so I'm sure there's people on YouTube who are a lot more experienced in this than I am, who do lovely edits and add in all bits of writing at the side and prompts and pictures and things like that. But I just want to keep things as natural as I can. Yeah, and as I said the other day, I'm not planning on editing these videos, so hopefully expletives will be kept to a minimum. I suppose that depends on the topic that we are chatting about. I am going to try and stay away from politics or anything, or religion, anything like that. I am of an age where, you know, it's something that we've always taught that you don't talk about. Just creates a little bit of conflict, as we know. Look what's going on in the whole wide world. But unfortunately, you can't ignore it totally, because politics is probably part of what is going on in the big wide world right now. And that's basically what's making everyone feel a little on edge and a little uncertain of futures. And yeah, but it's good to talk it out. It's good to talk it out. So you know where I am. If you need to talk, if you need to unload anything, either drop a comment below or you can email me. My email should be also linked below. If you're interested in any cards or anything that I make, again, there's links below, to Twitter and I think to my Etsy, which I really do need to update that with new stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping to keep these videos weekly. I'm hoping that they are going to be Sunday tea time, early evening-ish, and we'll keep it to that schedule for now. The backdrop may change, because that will depend on whether I'm sat chilling out or whether I'm just about to get prepared to make something. And yeah, so I think next time we'll get ourselves a brew, we'll get comfy, and we'll have a chat about something else. And yeah, and then before we know it, it's going to be Christmas, and then it's going to be 2025, which is quite scary. But in the meantime, don't let anybody or anything dim your light. You keep shining that light wherever you can. And just remember, it's not you that's got the issue. It's them lot. It's everybody else who tries to put you down. So I will see you soon. I will see you next week on another topic. As I say, if you think of any topics, list them below, and I'll see what we can do. And in the meantime, I will say, see you soon. Don't let anybody or anything dim your light. Keep shining bright. And I will see you next time. Much love.